Dude, I thought I heard that. I heard a Midwest in there. I heard a Midwest in there.
I'm from Chippewa Falls. I grew up in
No way, bro. I used to.
A sort of inflection point where we can disperse and sort of
Definitely.
You know,
I could wrap up. I just want to let Paul go. He hasn't said anything in a minute. If you wanted to stop playing solitaire there for a sec. There.
We are operating under a medical paradigm that is untrue. In short, I believe we are treating the wrong disease.
We've been working on gain-of-function stuff for at least a decade, if not longer. And so the idea that people are putting out there in the media right now that we could have never engineered this virus is absurd. And start there, because these are people who think that their government is good. These are people that think that their government is looking out for their best interests, and you're trying to change that in their mind. And you can't start with, there's a bioterrorist weapon on the loose and it's probably our fault. Because then they're just going to tune out and they're not going to wear their mask and they're going to say, you're a crazy person, and walk away. And I don't want that. So I can't tell my parents that either, right? I have to just start with telling my parents that, look, whatever they say on the news, we've been fooling around with this fire for a long time. We've been shaking these beehives and we've been doing everything we can to get a hold of this biology on the good side and the bad side. So don't let them tell you that we don't know what's going on.
American people, and his first conference should have just been what you just showed there. And the fact we've had to wait a month for that to happen is a disgrace, right? A month for them to say, you know what, guys, maybe a mask just might be a good idea. You know, use a bit of common sense. Yeah. It took them that long, and we already know that they're insider trading with respect to their shares and how the sort of stock market is going. And, you know, I would just defer to Paul's expertise in these matters, but they're making money off misery, and essentially, if it's manslaughter or murder, probably needs thrashing out in court. But if they've gone to war, like they're saying on the 2nd, whether I don't know what was his name, Mark Milley, General Mark Milley.
Oh yeah, Milley.
Yeah. So if they've announced a war footing and they've gone to war and it's been in the pipeline since November, then I would be holding military tribunals for these individuals right now, right? And they should be court-martialed.
That's a great point. That is a great point.
So, I mean, that's my rant sort of over.
For the average person, the best thing to do right now might just be to try and follow the objectives of the lockdown as best as possible, and try to focus on psychologically coming out on the other side as capable and positive as possible.
Making masks. Get down to making masks, right? That's what my wife is doing all the time. She's making masks, and it's some way to just get a handle on, you know, the sort of elements of chaos that are in your environment. And, you know, Paul's obviously living in ground zero, literally. And I can tell you that I'm on the edge of civilization with respect to Japan, and it's already here.